if it wants to play.
It's a great meme you chose.
Well, I guess we just get to sit here while it loads.
No, I
Um,
enjoy your company, so that's
but
fine.
it's something that I didn't know, and also with like the new second baseman can't be in front of the base kind of deal.
Sick.
Sick. All right, cool.
You want to try it again?
I will in a second. Let me just switch it off of here. Oh, I guess I did have some more.
Oh, are they like? You want to save them for next time?
One of them's just the Georgia Bulldogs almost fucking run ruled Texas A&M in the first inning
Oh,
at the top, and then Texas A&M came and s- mollywopped them and fucking scored 19 straight on them.
Jesus.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's loading. I guess we'll talk about it. So like, it's basically where, and it's something the Pirates started doing last season,
And
from what the video said.
this is the video that we're gonna watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, it's related to like the new sliding or like they can't guard or like be in the runner's path at second base. Um,
Wait. Oh, okay. We never
yeah,
saw the when Tommy the White Green Ranger beat.
yeah, he was the white and the green ranger from Power Rangers.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
With
Yeah.
the new rules, like I don't understand why anybody slides when you're trying to break up a double play now. Like you just run like he said back in the day, they would throw the ball at the runner, and if they hit him in the face, like, hey, you didn't get down, you're trying to take me out, so what? Like we don't care.
Jesus.
Nowadays, like you got like literally teams are teaching full sprint straight through the bag at second. Don't slide on double plays. Make them throw the ball around you. The Pirates did it last year the whole time. And when they walked off on Gunnar Henderson, the Gunnar Henderson throw earlier this year, Rowdy Tellez, 6'6", big boy, running straight at Henderson. He's trying to throw the double play and has to throw it around him and throws it into the dugout. 2-run score, game over.
Pretty.
It's like they're teaching this. Like, don't get out of the way. You can't. This is a cat and mouse thing. Like, you can't slide. You can't break up double plays anymore. There's nothing that says you got to slide into second. There's nothing that says they're going to call interference. So just take your 6'5", 6'6" body and run straight at second base. Run straight through the bag. Like, who cares? Like, they're not going to call for interference. Make them throw the ball around you. With the new rules, like, I don't understand why anybody slides when you're trying to break
Yeah.
up a double play now. Like, you just
I
run
get it.
like
Yeah, I don't think you what you can say is they're cheating.
Oh, they're
Like
not.
they're just. I mean, yeah. Why?
I mean,
Why would you?
yeah,
Except for just potential bodily damage if a second baseman
yeah,
just hucks a
and it's like
baseball.
it's adapting to the new rules of second base, or like them running to it.
Well, and I think you can say something similar to, for instance, if a either bunt or just a fucking little squib ball
Hmm.
goes down the first base side, or
Yeah,
fucking it's a strike three, catcher drops the ball. The catcher still has to get out of the way to
yeah,
throw over the first. I mean, it's
a little bit different, but
different. It's kind of in that same vein of
yeah,
like what
throw
yeah, the first runner was supposed to die. And
so that's what, like all down to like let's say league levels that they're going to start teaching. Like,
that you have to. I don't think it wouldn't be fair that they mandatory them to. There's
well, no, not to
mandatory.
slide, but like teaching the second baseman or shortstop, like, hey,
I
make
would.
sure you fully get out of the way,
Yeah, I
get
mean,
set.
I would.
Yeah, and if you can't get set, don't even attempt it.
I
Fuck.
think is going to teach ball players to get the ball out of their hands
Yeah.
faster. I mean, you got shortstops like Mason Wynn who can huck it
Hmm.
90 miles an hour across the
Yeah.
diamond. So
And you don't want to be standing in the way of him if you're.
no, you don't.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, good luck fucking beating that throw.
Oh yeah.
So, granted, he's not second baseman, he's a shortstop, but
So I mean, sometimes the shortstop will get it if it goes second
Yeah,
base side.
of course. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but yeah, I mean, I thought that was pretty definitely something to talk about. I mean,
It's interesting that like people are just. I mean, like forever, people would slide
yeah,
hands up.
yeah. You put a hand up, you get down out of the way
Yeah,
because you don't want to get hit in the face. You take 'em out with your cleats.
yeah. Which to me is more dirty.
Yeah,
But I mean, if you're running straight at it, I mean,
mhm,
yeah, you're doing them a favor,
yeah,
getting down out of the way. Even though, like, if you slide or not, you're gonna be out.
yeah. It doesn't really matter, but like, can you keep a guy on base?
Yeah,
Can you take a way in out from them?
yeah, exactly. So I don't want to say I have a problem with it.
I don't either, but also at the same time, like,
Now, would I be brave enough to be strolling down to second base? A,
mm,
I'm not 6'5", so the ball's
yeah.
gonna go over me anyway. But
If the fucking 6'6" fucking
the shortstop or
shortstops,
second
second
baseman
baseman,
fucking rifles it over my
yeah.
head, but I'd be like, oh
But if
shit.
it's like us, we're all about the same, average Joe, and you're
Hmm.
just like, oh yeah, I can do this. You're just like,
Again, I wouldn't like that's I don't have the dental plan that a major league baseball player potentially has to make
that's
it
why you got
worth
your
it.
arms, dude.
Yeah, but then you could say like, okay, he knew what he was doing. But like if you're running, like he said, run through the bag, it's like, oh,
Yeah,
I have the intent that botch play and I can
yeah,
try to get to third or
yeah.
something. Now to happen, fucking no.
No,
But like,
maybe in softball.
sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
Are we ever actually gonna get in the softball league, or is it too late now?
You could do fall ball,
Fall ball.
or I don't know if I'm sure the spring leagues are going
Spring
right
leagues are
now.
probably starting up here in like late May, or the summer leagues.
Summer leagues are that'd be your best bet.
Okay.
You gotta. Are you doing co-ed or just male?
I don't know. Like, I'm new to the area. I'm trying to figure out how the fucking even get started.
I would talk to Joe since
Okay.
he's done
Yeah.
what 3 years,
Hmm.
multiple different teams.
Yeah.
Like
He's got an idea for it.
the thing is, it's not hard. The issue comes when you're like paying, like getting the money from people. Like, hey,
Hmm.
you have to divvy up play money because
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's like money to get into the league,
Hmm.
and then there's money you have to give to the umpires, like
Hmm.
thanking them
Each
for their
game. Yeah.
time. Yeah, not thanking them for their time, paying them for their
Yeah.
time. Um, so yeah, I mean,
Yeah. All right. Well, I think this one's gonna be a little bit like a shorter episode.
yeah, because we gotta be at the range in an hour.
Yeah. Mainly and also because like it's not really. Yes, there's been the NFL draft, but this year for college football has been a little bit lacking on our side of watching sports.
They haven't done it in
No, no.
college
Well, I'm
football.
saying like from last season.
Oh, like
Yeah,
worth.
us watching. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
So like yeah, so like there's not much for us to talk about, be knowledgeable of last season's college football for us to like speak of who got drafted. Is this a good draft pick?
Yeah, the only thing that's I think what no, I won't even say that.
I mean, the people that I saw the Steelers draft, I'm sitting there and like watching their like highlights and shit. Pretty good moves.
For the Rams, yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
mad at what they drafted at
No.
all.
The Steelers went out and got one wide receiver,
Hmm.
which I think was a good move. Like
Yeah, I mean, you get rid of fucking what was that guy's name?
I think they got rid of Deontay Johnson.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was him.
Yep.
The guy that was kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot
Yeah.
out. And then
They still have George Pickens, but then they brought in Michigan's wide receiver, who
mm,
looks like a Julian Edelman, kind of like slot receiver,
mm,
kind of like utility, fucking can get banged up.
white guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm. And they brought in a bunch of linemen,
mm,
which we need a little bit more help on the offensive line. They brought in a lot of defense. They brought in with NC State's linebacker, and Luke Kuechly said he was the best pick for linebackers out of that draft. And I'm sitting
hmm.
there like, if Luke
If Luke
Kuechly's,
Kuechly says it,
yeah,
then
yeah, like, and Luke Kuechly said it's a travesty that he wasn't a first round pick. But then when I looked into it, he had some like ACL injuries, like
uh,
late his junior year, but he still played his whole senior season,
hmm,
and he still performed the same as he was just like and then it's yeah, it's looking like Seaton's on a 20 pick again. Oh,
Not on saying
I hope that was a joke. That's like
he's got good.
or like number one to return the ball.
Yeah.
Who's going to be injured in years. Compared to a lot of the other quarterbacks in the league,
He's still not even that old.
he's still
He's probably like up there, but yeah, fucking look him up. I don't look up like oldest active quarterback.
wait a minute, hold up. How old is Russell Wilson? 35 years old.
That's not bad. Now look up like
It's not bad.
oldest active QBs. Acting like he's like 44.
I never said he was 44.
No, then
but
you're
like
acting
he's
like it. Are there active QBs in the NFL? Always work from people. Yeah.
so
see?
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
So like I agree, but he's 39. He's only 4 years older.
Yeah, that's a lot of time between 4 years.
Yeah, but it's
Look
also
up, who else is in there?
I'm
Oh.
guarantee you.
I'm sure Russell's in there, but I'm saying he's not like the
So
oldest.
number one, Aaron Rodgers.
Duh, yeah. Fucking ads, sick.
Or do I have to fucking hit
Get
keep
the-
on reading or something like that?
Oh, what the fuck? Oh.
It's up here.
Ryan Boyer's still in?
It's-
Oh, Aaron Rodgers is like
Andy Dalton, who's 35.
yeah, but you cannot tell me Andy Dalton's in the same caliber.
Matthew
Matt
Stafford.
Yeah.
Case Keenum, 35.
See,
Okay, but he's still the same age as two of the fucking quarterbacks. He's
yeah,
in.
but I would still tell you that Matt Stafford's not that old. Now,
He's-
okay, granted, Matt Stafford probably like if that 3 seasons,
Yeah,
if that.
yeah. 3 more seasons before he really starts seeing a decline.
No, I would say because like after each season or beginning of each season, if they're always talking about I don't need these anymore.
Oh yeah.
They're talking about like, are you gonna come back for another season? He's like, yes, I'm gonna come back for another season.
Yeah.
The only issue that he has is his hand,
Mhm.
which he always fucking seems to fuck up because it's like he'll come down and a helmet is just fucking
Yeah, right there. Oh, dude, that's so.
excuse me.
That shit happened to me when I was playing in high school. Dude, it is the worst pain ever,
I'm sure
especially
it's-
when you hit the brim, that top brim of the face mask. Oh, dude, this. Thankfully for me, it was like the middle finger, so it wasn't like the one that I really grip with.
Yeah.
And like, because if it was like my pinky or ring finger, holy fuck, I'm like, all right, cool, coach, I'm out. Why?
Okay, it's gone. They're decapitated.
But I really cut it up really bad, and it was bleeding,
Mm,
and they wouldn't let you play if you're like actively bleeding.
makes sense.
So like, what I was doing is like in between plays, I was like covering up the scab or like the mark, just, like, in my undershirt. And it was all right, cool. I got it. And then I'd immediately go back to like, no one's seeing this
You
blood.
didn't have like the little.
No, I didn't have a belt or anything. Dude, I was
Yeah.
on freshman A team, B team.
There's some freshman 18.
Yeah, but I wasn't one of those kids that was fucking all flashy and shit.
Yeah.
I like that.
Towels
Yeah.
and the fucking neck thing. I can't remember what.
Dude,
it's
I always
called.
like the classic look of like the fucking no
No-
gloves.
no
You have a little bit of
sleeves.
tape on your fucking wrist.
Did you even need it, or were you just like, this looks cool?
Nah, but like on my left hand a little bit more than my right hand. I needed the movement.
But you don't. Wait, are you saying you use tape on your left hand?
Yeah.
For what?
Mainly just stiff arm. If I needed it. just a little bit of that wrist support.
Okay.
Um, but on my right wrist, I didn't need that. Unless it was raining, then I'd go the Ben Roethlisberger style of
Yeah.
gloves.
Mm.
Um, I did wear leggings and
I
depending
remember.
on
Yeah, you would always used to wear your leggings.
well, it's because of the turf field
No,
and
I
turf burn.
no, I get it.
Yeah,
That one.
that fucking
Yeah.
yeah. I would wear long sleeves pretty much every game, no matter if it was
You
fucking
dick imprint one day when we were I can't remember we weren't playing football. I think we were going to a football game and you're just wearing it underneath, I
yeah,
believe, as like a little bit of a warmth.
yeah.
And I can't remember we were at your mom's house and you were in the bathroom. I don't remember if I just like walked into the bathroom,
And you just pop in a look like you're like,
but it was I was just like, oh damn, it's
look
huge.
at that cock. It's
But I
not
just
big.
remember going like, oh god, all right. Force foreskin gone, got it.
Yeah, like I mean, it's mainly just for like get rid of that burn and
Yeah.
just like any of that fucking because whenever you get cut on the field,
Oh, yeah.
you always have to fucking come off the field to get bandaged up because they do not want you bleeding all over the place.
Which, like,
And
I get it. Yeah,
I just didn't want to come off the field because as soon as I come off the field, like, am I going back?
maybe.
Yeah, it was like I don't know, dude. Like, but yeah, so that's mostly the amount of gear that I wore whenever I played. When I played basketball, there was no gear. I did wear a sleeve when I was in middle school because I thought it was cool.
For
And I was like,
baseball, I didn't, no gloves,
mhm,
no wrist
yeah,
bands, or I remember people had like the elbow guard. I was like,
yeah.
what are we doing out here?
Now, like, if you're like the person's throwing 90, 80 miles an hour,
I get
fuck
that.
yeah, I'll
I
be
get
wearing
it.
an elbow guard. I understand the fucking little extra piece
Oh
attachment.
yeah, I get it.
Yeah, dude. I'd be sitting there like
Well, if you're in middle school,
middle school, fuck no,
okay,
dude.
so that's the thing with fucking like softball. You'll see these losers with like
The face
the
mask.
face mask, and it's just like, all right, got it.
Okay, but like, granted, some of those people can fucking hit some missiles
And like, here's the thing:
off of softball.
when they're older, I get it. But here's the
Hmm.
thing with some of those guys, like, dude, there's no reason for you to be going this hard
Yeah.
in adult rec softball. Like, we're all here
No.
just to get drunk and
Yeah.
have a good time. There's no reason that you need to be fucking having bats that are fucking
Yeah.
juiced up and you're fucking
Now.
like taping up and the gloves
Yeah.
and metal cleats, which weren't allowed. It's just
Hmm.
like, bro,
And
no one else is doing that out here.
there's like some men's leagues that are meant to be that
Yeah,
competitive.
they have
Yes.
comp leagues. And
Yeah.
here's the thing, those competitive teams would just
I
beat
get
the
it.
dog shit
Yeah.
out of those. Because that's the thing. You have like a rec league where like 8 out of the 10 teams are
Yeah.
like there to have fun. They're
Hmm.
just goofy. They just
Yeah.
wanted to like a good thing to do on the
Yeah.
weekends. And then you have two teams that have like just no chill
Yeah.
at all. And they're fighting in the parking
Hmm.
lot. And then like you'll go to use the field after they do. And like people are just like still jawing at each other and
Yeah.
fights in the parking lot. And you're just like, dude, what are we doing? Can we just,
Like,
friends, come here. Why do we fight? Bring
let's
it in.
hug.
Yeah.
Make peace, not war.
Yeah.
Um. No, yeah, it's just like, and I mean, granted, the only softball league I was officially part of was the one I did while I was still in the army,
Mm.
and like that's how pretty much everybody was. Even the one team that was really good were just good. That's all it was while they were having fun. It's
Yeah.
like, dude, like this isn't even fair. You're too nice. I can't be mad at you. It's
Yeah,
just
because
like
they're just like,
you're
sorry,
sitting there
buddy.
cracking jokes with me and whatever, and then you're still just hitting home runs every other fucking hit. Just like I can't hate you, but I do, but I
Yeah.
can't. It's just like give me something to be mad at you. Like, be a dick, please. Like, this is pissing me off. But yeah, it was like every single team was just there to have fun. Um, we always knew what games would be a little bit easier. We'd go and show up a little bit earlier because we'd work in like 6 a.m., be done by 8,
Mm.
and then it's just like, what else do we do? So we just go and watch softball. At the end of the day, there's one team, the pitcher always jawed off to the umpires. He's like, "Oh, that's not a ball, that's a strike."
Mm.
The more he fucking talked shit to the ump, the more the umpire would call balls. And we're like, all right, cool.
Don't
Just sit
be
back.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, just sit back and be nice. Like, be the nice one so the ump is more favorable in our calls. And it always worked
Which,
out
like
that
we
way.
saw in the clip earlier, is like, yeah, they're either unpaid or they're
Yeah,
paid like scraps.
yeah.
Like, yeah,
Oh, the Shane Gillis one where
that's what
this
I'm
this
talking about.
sitting
Yeah,
like imagine being umpiring. I
no
have that as
pay.
like one of the topics to talk about. It's like middle school refs and shit like that, and how serious some like parents take the game for their kids. The kid half in, half out. Like I just
Mhm.
want to play Fortnite.
I want to play with my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want
Or like the
to enjoy
fucking
my summer.
the South Park episode where there's just the little
Yeah.
league. It was like we're trying to lose too,
Mhm.
man.
All right, let's change. Let's. So, what do you think? Do you think OBJ going to the Dolphins? Good move, bad move. What do you
I think
think?
that's a good move. Honestly, I think it helps supplement their wide receiver core that's already really good.
Yeah,
It gives it depth now. We're like, and
I
also a
don't
little bit
know
more.
about depth. It's already. I mean, you got Jalen Waddle and you got Tyreek Hill,
It's
and
just even more depth.
I mean, sure, but you
Yeah,
say give it depth like it didn't have it, which I would. It's like, I don't know about all
my
that.
bad. I meant like give it more depth. Like you could lose your first three, and you're like, all right, cool, we're good.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not going to be as good, but it's still good.
I'm just curious if he's gonna have like another because he hasn't had like 1,000 yard season
And
since
forever.
2019.
Yeah,
So, and I mean, what I had it pulled up
he's
earlier.
not going to on this wide receiver core.
You know that he's gonna get the looks.
He's going to get the looks, but
All right, so Baltimore, he had 35 receptions, 565 yards, averaging 16, and
mhm,
only 3 touchdowns. Now, 2021, he played for the Browns for a little bit.
mhm,
2022, he was injured.
yeah,
Um, oh, she's
EP.
yeah, no, she's like, oh, I want to go outside and play. Um, he got 17 receptions, 230, 0 touchdowns, and then he
Yeah,
went over to LA, 27 receptions, more than 500 after like all said and done with the both
mhm,
teams with 5 TDs. But
yeah,
yeah, I mean, 2020, 3 touchdowns, 2019,
yeah.
four, which he had over 1,000 yards. But yeah, I mean, just
Okay, but I remember some of those LA touchdowns that he had though were like extremely clutch ones.
yeah, they were
And
100%. And I'm
yeah,
not saying that like he's washed up.
no.
I'm just
He
saying
brings in that clutch factor. His name brings enough to him that
I don't think he had that clutch factor in Baltimore though.
well Baltimore his quarterback also just ran a lot too.
Yeah, but I mean,
And
so I'm looking
I
up.
forgot who else they had on Baltimore's wide receiver core. But it was also a pretty good wide receiver core too. But even here and like
Well, they had that really good Zay Flowers.
yeah,
I'm trying to remember his name.
um
So yeah, Jalen Waddle, Tyreek, OBJ. That is a insane wide receiver room.
yeah, like they got speed, they got hands. He also brings in that veteran part too. Him and Tyreek. I think they'll be able to play off each other.
Yeah, but even Jalen Waddle's like he's how many years has he
I'm
been?
saying like Super Bowl playoff.
Well, hold on. He's only got one Super Bowl with the Rams.
But he's been in the playoffs before.
Yeah, but how many times did he win in those playoff games comparatively to like being in
Well,
them?
he had Eli Manning
Yeah, and
in the late Eli Manning when it wasn't.
no, it was not late Eli Manning. Late Eli Manning is when OBJ left.
Oh, I get my shit all messed up then. I guess I am.
And whenever he was in Cleveland, I mean, I think no, I
Johnny
don't think
Manziel and Baker Mayfield,
no, he was not there with fucking Money Manziel.
or was it Baker Mayfield?
I think it was Baker
Okay, so they
and
brought in
it was
Baker
Baker
and then
and
brought in
Jarvis
OBJ.
Landry,
Yeah.
and yeah, and granted he did get injured,
Mhm.
but yeah, I mean just underutilized in Cleveland, which
Yeah.
sucks for the Browns fans. Anyway, I'm just curious. I think here's the thing. Looking ahead of my fantasy, I'm not taking him early.
No.
Now, if he's still on the board,
If he's still on the board late rounds and I need someone on my bench,
it's a good deal.
yeah,
It's like, oh, okay, I'll fucking take
yeah,
Obi. But
I can agree with you there.
yeah,
So, since we're already strategizing about fantasy football for next season,
uh-huh.
is this something we just keep between ourselves? Because we already know our friends don't watch this.
Well, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Where are you going with this?
So let's say, what is it? Fucking What's the round that normally people start picking up shit for their bench?
Oh no, I don't know.
Isn't it usually like round 10, round 9?
I mean, it kind of depends on your strategy
Mhm.
because
If you load up on wide receivers and then
yeah, look,
yeah.
yeah, it like I don't. I think it's different strokes for
Okay.
different folks, but I think you got so you're immediately gonna go like whoever you want to be your
Yeah.
main. So it's either running back,
Mhm.
wide receiver, tight
Yeah.
end, QB. Like you want to fill out at least your number ones and
Mhm.
your definite number twos
Yeah.
if you can have a number two slot.
And then everything else is just like, all right,
And
cool.
then your
What's up on the
defense
board?
and your kicker kind of are
Yeah.
like last after you kind of fill in your
Yeah.
bench. So,
All right. So then when it comes to filling in the bench,
uh
it's up to grabs on OBJ for us.
I mean, yeah, if someone
Yeah.
else doesn't grab them,
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, between us, like just respectfully. Or do we give it a round, see if he's picked up or not between me or you?
what are you asking? I don't know
I
what you're
don't know.
asking me.
It's not really being asking anything. It's just like
Here's what I'll tell you. I am not going to go out of my way to seek OBJ
me
out.
neither. No.
Now, if like you said, I'm in round 8,
Not
9,
yeah.
10, and he
Still
comes up on
there.
the board, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
all right,
Okay.
fuck it.
Yeah.
But no, I am not going out of my way to grab
Yeah.
him.
I didn't know where I was just like common agreement. Like we're waiting till it's bench for OBJ.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And then I mean, like he might be one of those players that like you get and he starts popping off. I would trade him early in the
Yeah.
season if you do get him and he starts popping off
Hmm.
because you could probably trade him for somebody that's going to be
Yeah.
big down the line.
Yeah. Like if he's starting to get if he has like 3 20-point games in a row
And
and you're
then
like,
if I don't say when, but if he gets injured,
yeah.
then it's like I'm gonna get rid of this guy
Yeah.
early. Hey babe, what's going on? Why are you all fucking whiny over there? I know you want to go play with your friends. Just give me a second and we'll go out for a little bit, okay? Goodness.
All right. Well then fuck, we're already at almost 30 minutes. So then I want to go into one quick overlook. Bill Belichick going on the Pat McAfee show. We kind of talked about it a
As
little bit
news.
in like um
The
the live
stream thing,
stream,
yeah.
looking in the beams, give it a look. Um, but
It's
yeah,
a
like
every Monday thing. It's gonna
yeah, every
it's
Monday.
because he does a thing with Aaron Rodgers, right? Where he,
Mhm.
well, I guess if Aaron Rodgers is gonna be playing, then
Probably not, unless if Aaron Rodgers isn't playing. But like,
yeah.
yeah,
So I mean, I couldn't imagine those
yeah.
two having like a good relationship. It's kind of weird.
Is
I'll
Bill
be interested
Belichick
to
cool?
see.
Like I always hear all like the things. Like, is he cool when he's not coaching?
I'm sure,
Yeah,
sure he is. I mean,
when it's like not dedicated, like he's not getting paid to coach football or like strategize.
so is he just a commentator now?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, cool,
Yeah,
good for him.
but like what we were saying, it's like not on my fucking being a guard.
Not
Like,
yeah, you're
yeah,
right. Not on my bingo card
nope.
for him, and he's asking publicly asking to be on Pat McAfee's show
Yeah,
just once too. I believe he's just like
yeah,
I just want to be on the show, and he's like, how about every Monday
yeah.
at this time? He goes,
Sick.
sure, yeah,
Yeah. And then they kind of made a joke. It's like, do you got a pulse? Do you got a temperature?
yeah. Can
It's
you
like,
yeah,
all right, cool, you're
run me a
on.
physical,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then the last one that I have before we hop in the UFC, because we gotta make this a little bit quick. Roger Goodell,
Yeah.
no preseason.
Potentially, here's the thing: you got to get the owners to agree on that.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, people, because that's like the thing. The preseason is for you to like get warmed up,
Yeah.
and I think it's a bad idea to. I mean, I
Get
think
rid of the preseason.
yeah, because then they cut
Because it was
the.
originally like 4 games in the preseason. They cut it to add in an extra week.
I thought it was like 5 or 6.
Fuck, it could have been. I remember 4, definitely, but now it's 3.
Mm.
Um,
But
yeah,
yeah,
like
and I remember like teams are like, well, like you got to get you guys time to
to warm up, like yeah.
yeah,
Well,
and
no one's
I get it because like
yeah.
what you get your starters out there for a quarter,
Hmm.
and then you watch mediocre football for the rest of the game
Yeah,
because you put in like your third or your fourth string.
yeah,
Seeing the people who like can stick around
yeah.
for, I'm sure not all teams do that, but hey kiddo,
But also preseason is when we get to see like for fantasy shit too. It's just like, all right, cool. Was this a good pick? Like if you do your fantasy before the
yes. Oh my
preseason.
goodness. We got to start getting a list because we always have the issue of like getting to like draft day and it's like, oh, we need a team.
Yeah.
We should start setting up the league now.
Well, I was thinking of doing it more July-ish.
Yeah, I was still even saying like getting people's names like,
Mhm.
okay, this guy says he wants to do
Yeah.
it. Just like
Are we gonna get Mr.
so this
Hale in it this year
oh, I would love to have him
again?
back. I'd love to have him
Yeah.
back. But like getting people so like here's the thing. Nate,
Yeah.
not that one. He doesn't he really like doing that shit. Like
No.
I would ask him like, hey man, do you want to? If
Yeah.
you do not want to, cool. It gives us a month, 2 months
Mhm.
to get somebody in there that
Yeah.
wants to participate, opposed
Mhm.
to him that like he doesn't fucking
Yeah.
give a shit.
But it's also
So
nice to have all the boys
it
too.
is, it is. I mean, but here's the thing: we don't make Trey do it.
We should make Trey then.
No, he would not. And that's the thing. Like that's what
If
drives
we
me crazy is that we have like 3 or 4 teams that could do really well,
Mhm.
but all of their good players are on their bench
Yeah.
doing nothing because they don't care. So
Yeah.
it's like
Well, and even Josh like doesn't even really.
he tries. The thing is, it's like it's his work thing.
Yeah.
So I think if for like him and Tom, they just need to be better. Like they couldn't do it. They just
Mhm.
need. But I would still ask them like, hey, do
Yeah.
you want to do it? If
Mhm.
not, like if you're like, I really don't care, then we can
Yeah.
try to get somebody else.
Okay.
But I mean, yeah, I would like to get because those two boys
Yeah.
I know watch football and understand it.
Mhm.
Nate doesn't do shit with
Yeah.
football, so
He's just like, what's football?
yeah, like I
Yeah.
don't. He never played. He never fucking watches. He's a Browns fan, but
Not really.
yeah.
All right. Well, I'll pull up the next UFC 301.
The only like boxing thing I wanted to talk about is did you see the Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia
Oh, where Ryan Garcia popped
popped
hot.
for PEDs and
Yeah.
he claims he didn't. I'm
But they're also
assuming
waiting
there's
for the cycle B or like the second cycle like test to come back.
yeah, so we'll wait and see, but it's definitely like
Ryan Garcia might lose the belt.
he never had the belt.
Okay.
So it was a title fight, you're
Mhm.
correct. But since Ryan Garcia weighed in too heavy,
Mhm.
you won't belt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So technically, it's weird, but technically, Devin Haney still is the undisputed
Even though
champ.
he got dropped.
Yeah, even though he got knocked out. So, but that's why I mean you make weight and be a professional. Even
Um.
though I guess it was a ploy to make himself seem crazy
Yeah.
and but like I don't know, dude. Like why do all that? So
I
anyway,
mean, it still worked. Like,
I guess,
yeah.
but I mean like it's just worth to get him money. It's not like I don't know. You're trying
Well,
to
he's
do
also marrying Savannah Bonds,
who the fuck's Savannah Bond?
the porn star.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have to do with anything.
I don't know. Just kind of goes with his whole mental capacity thing. Like, make some money, fucking get married.
I saw a clip about him like talking about being single and just like wanting to
Yeah. He's like
look that up before we start spreading propaganda. What'd you say? Ryan Garcia and who?
Savannah Bonds,
Is
I
that her
think.
real name or like her
That's her
stage
porn
name?
star name.
Okay. So he probably knows what the real name is. Even Google was like, what are you talking about, bro? Can you pull up a picture? Maybe I know from a picture. Or
You
a
don't want that.
video or whatever. I'm just
Ryan
looking
Garcia's,
porn star fiance.
yep, Savannah Bond.
Well, this is from the reputable The Sun.
I mean, there's a clothes picture.
Eh.
Yeah, porn star Savannah, 33, appeared to get engaged to Ryan Garcia ahead of his bout with Devin Haney last week.
Okay, so this is probably playing into that like he's oh, they fucking. Hey, here's the thing. Question of the day for you. If you're a
Okay.
world famous athlete, would you waste your time fucking porn stars?
No,
Thank you.
it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, why would I fucking and here's the thing. Like, no. Fucking now, fucking you could be a baller like Justin Verlander and marry Kate Upton.
Mhm.
That's a good move.
Yes.
But just fucking a porn star, it's like, okay.
No.
Like, cause what? Who's that fucking Jimmy Garoppolo? Or no, it was Jimmy G talking about fucking like all these porn stars when he was in Las Vegas.
Was it Jimmy G?
Thought so.
I don't think so.
Pretty sure it was. Unless I'm spreading propaganda.
Yeah, but I'm not spreading propaganda though.
Okay.
We found it on the Sun. You can look it up.
I mean, there's not a lot of reports on it. So all right, UFC 301. There was a lot of fucking talk of um the potential. Do you mind scrolling up to? Oh, thank you. But I don't think I it was, but potentially the rumor was that Alex Pereira would fight. They were saying Tom Aspinall, but like no,
Mhm.
they were gonna fight on like 10 days notice to help save this card
Yeah.
because this card is pretty lacking. Like 299 stacked,
Mhm.
300 definitely stacked, 302 is looking to be pretty stacked, 301
It's
not
just like
exactly
it's
like
like you're sitting there, bop, 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 bop.
yep, yeah.
And
It,
even fucking some of the fight nights were looking pretty good too.
not leading up, not like not between 299 and 300.
No, what I'm saying, like this last fight night, like some of the highlights I saw. Wasn't that the one highlight you showed, like the OD?
No,
No, that wasn't it.
no,
Oh,
that was just yeah, no,
okay. Well,
that
I'm
was
spreading propaganda,
yeah.
fake news.
But so this is definitely like a beat ups card.
Hmm.
Or if you and your boys like if you get a group of guys and they're all willing to pay money for like
Yeah,
$5,
per person.
cool.
Yeah,
But like one guy spending like $90
yeah.
for this, unless you're a huge fucking Jose Aldo fan.
Hmm.
But like, yeah, this is definitely a beat ups card.
Yeah.
Respectfully. To the
We
fighters.
coin a new term.
Huh?
Beat ups card.
Yeah, I don't think I coined that. I definitely got that from Papa Joe's. It was
Okay.
either like, "Hey, are we buying the pay per view or this is a beat ups
Yeah.
card?" And it says, "Eh, it's a beat ups card. Let's
Well,
fucking
I mean, we're the first ones to put officially out on the air.
then yeah,
We
it's us."
coined it. Yeah. Ugh. I don't want to fuck up the.
Yeah, fucking just everything.
We had an epic high five. You guys didn't see it.
So Pantoja versus Steve Ursic. I didn't know a lot about Steve Ursic, and that's
Mhm.
because he's only had 3 fights in the UFC and he's already
Yeah.
fighting for the belt. So apparently this is kind of like the guy to watch for.
Mhm.
Does it say? So yeah, Pantoja is like the favorite, but I mean Steve Ursic is not like they're pretty close on the odds.
Yeah.
Um, I would be surprised if you bet on Steve Ursic and it hits. Uh, I like Jose Aldo. I guess his plan is to fight, retire again from the UFC, and then go and box under the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson card. Eh, one of those things where I'm like, okay,
You're
cool.
doing this for the money.
Yeah, they're doing it for me. But King of Rio wants to fight in Rio.
Hmm.
Cool. Anthony Smith, native from Omaha. Actually, weird little connection. Oh man, I don't know. A friend or a guy that used to work with me,
Hmm.
his son helped. He helped move Anthony and his
Oh,
family. Yeah, I didn't know
that's
if
pretty cool.
I didn't know that'd be like weird to say, but then I
No,
was like, it's not that big of a deal.
no.
But he's fighting fucking an undefeated guy, and boy oh boy, am I really fuck because Anthony is fucking what 4 losses in his last 5? No, 3 losses in his last 5.
Here, how about this?
Oh, thanks.
3 losses in his last 5.
Yeah. And both of the wins are to the tomato can Ryan Spann, who like click on Ryan Spann, who he's lost what 4?
3 of his last 5.
Okay, Jesus Christ, I can't count. Um, yeah, and I mean, Anthony's good. I like him. He's getting up there in age. He has been through a lot of fucking battle. I mean, look at how many fucking fights he's been in.
Yeah, fucking
Over
37.
50.
Yeah.
And you're going versus a young, undefeated, probably highly. I mean, look.
650 to
So here's the thing,
425.
I don't see him taking a lot of damage because he averages about 3 takedowns with a 68. So it's going to be a grappling match, I'm assuming, which
Mhm.
Anthony does have pretty good jujitsu. So we'll see. A card. I mean, Michael Pereira he's a really good. He's a really flashy fighter.
Mhm.
So that would be pretty cool to watch as long as he doesn't get wrestled. Which never mind. The other guy doesn't wrestle. So no, you're good. I'll just keep talking to myself. He doesn't listen anyway. Um, Paul Feig is fighting. God damn, I need to bring my glasses more often. I don't know where my glasses went. There. Oh, right here. Sorry, folks. Even my glasses, I can't read that. Anyway, uh, I like Paul Craig. I think he's still fighting at middleweight, which I think he looked really good his last time at middleweight. Might be a good spot for him. Jack Shore is the feature prelim. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some good fighters on there. And, it could be really fun. But I couldn't read.
Sexy librarian over there.
No, not this.
Clark Kent. Show
But I need to get some new glasses. I want to get like a thinner.
thinner frame.
Yeah. Which it's probably about time for me to get another exam. They're sending me shit in
I'll
the
give you an
mail.
exam.
You can't read.
Yeah, but I can still look in your eyes.
Oh.
Oh, Rizzler
Actually,
over here.
pretty good. But yeah. We'll talk about more 301 after 301. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's a fucking banger of a card. I'm like, dude, I could not have been more
Yeah.
wrong. But if I come back like, yeah, decision, 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 decision,
Decision. Yeah.
we'll see. And the one thing that's kind of different is it's not butt fuck early in the morning. It's another
9
7.
p.m.
Yeah.
7. Early prelims start at 5. Are you working?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, 6. So you get to watch.
Joe's going to B-dubs.
Yeah.
So I'll probably go. I spent
Okay.
a lot of money on groceries these last or today.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll just make food and then go after. Jules, hey, get out of there.
Just have some beers.
Come here. Come here. Why are you looking at me like that? Come here.
We got to get the start of the show.
Yeah. Come here. Here. That's what I thought. All right. What other news before we wrap this up?
No, that's pretty much it. Like, we got to get started ready for going shooting.
Shooting.
Yeah. I want to at least stop at a gas station and pick up more Zenicinos.
See, she likes it here.
Oh,
All right.
that's so cute.
Love you. I need to trim your nails though. Good grief. All right, Jules.
All right.
We're doing a Midwestern goodbye. We need to say goodbye. Can you say goodbye? All right.
All right. She said goodbye. All right. Well, then, guys, we forgot to do a fucking intro before.
Outro.
Yeah. Now we'll just do our outro. Thank you guys for joining the Mattcast. I am Matty Light, joined by my wonderful, beautiful, blue-eyed co-host.
Blue eye.
Yeah,
My eyes are hazel, buddy.
they're definitely blue. From here,
Bro, what are you smoking?
a lot,
These
obviously.
are hazel.
They look blue from here. I'm also retarded, so
Look at that. Where's the blue in there,
that's
bro?
blue.
Well, you're colorblind.
I could be.
No blue. My eyes are pretty though.
Well, and also the light's hitting it perfect.
Okay, I'm leaving. Bye.
Right.